What's up guys, this is GTV lesson number 98, the song Invisible Man by Theory of a Deadman. And first we tune our guitars down into a drop D tuning. So tune your 6th string down, and then you have to tune all the strings down half a step. So first drop D and then half step down. And that's the tuning. And let's get started with the intro. And this is how it works. First, we don't put any fingers on. We just pick the empty strings, 6th, 5th, and 4th string to be specific. And we pick once down without picking the strings. And then we go up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we pick the strings 7 times. Like this. So just 7 times up and down. Then we put our first finger on the 3rd over the 6th, 5th and 4th string and pick 7 times up and down again. Then empty again. And now we go onto the 3rd again and pick up, down, up. Then we put our 3rd finger on the 5th, go down, up, and up once. So and we do it twice, and that's already the whole intro. Now let's get to part 2 of the intro, which should sound like this. Now let's get to the second part of the intro, which should sound like this. And this is how it works. First we put our first finger on the 3rd over the 6th, 5th and 4th string and pick down once. Then we put the 2nd finger on the 4th and pick up once. So then we lift the 2nd finger off again and pick down with the 1st finger on the 3rd again. So and then we pick up on the empty 6th, 5th and 4th. So, and then we pick up, down on the empty strings. So far we've got then we put the 1st finger on the 2nd on the 3rd string and the 2nd finger on the 3rd on the 2nd string, and be careful to mute the 6th and 5th string with your thumb. And now we pick down twice. So we get then we put our first finger on the 5th and go down, up, up. So we get and after having done this, we just slide up onto the 10th with our first finger and pick down once. So 3, 4, 3, 0, 0, 0, 10. And then we get to the verse. But first I'm going to show you what the second guitar is playing. during the end of this intro, so pretty easy, we've just got two notes. We've got the 7th on the 3rd string and we've got the 5th on the 3rd string. So we pick 7, 5, 7, 7, 5. And in the end we go 7, 5 again. So pretty easy, and that's the whole intro. The first should sound like this. So first we put our 3rd finger on the 5th on the 6th string, pick that once. Then we put our 1st finger on the 3rd on the 6th string and pick that once as well. And then we pick the 6th string empty. So we get... Then we put our 3rd finger on the 5th on the 5th string and pick that once as well. So... And then we pick up, down, up on the 6th string and we do it 30 times. So... And then we do the whole thing again. So... And after having picked it twice now, we put our 1st finger on the 10th again and pick down once. And that's how we end the verse, and then we get to the chorus. Now let's get to the chorus, and the first half of the chorus is the exact same thing as the first part of the intro. So we go... And then again we pick 7 times the empty strings and start with an up as always. We do the same thing with the 3rd, same thing with empty strings again. And now instead of doing up, down, up on the 3rd and then switching onto the 5th as we did before, we pick it regularly on the 3rd, so 7 times again. And then we put our 3rd finger on the 5th and go 7 times as well. So the whole thing should sound like this. And that's the whole chorus. Now let's get to the interlude, and first we pick the empty strings down, up 4 times. Then we put our 1st finger on the 8th and pick up once. And then we pick up, down 14 times. And then we do the exact same thing on the 10th. And we do it twice, so... And that's the whole interlude. Now let's get to the solo. We put our 1st finger on the 3rd, on the 5th string, pick it once, and then pick it again and pull it down. So till this point, then bring it back down and bring it back up. So then bring it back down. Then we put our 3rd finger on the 5th and go. and bring it back down. So far we've got then we put our first finger on the third again on the fifth string, pick it once, fifth on the fifth string, third on the fourth string, fifth on the fourth string, pull it down, bring it back up. So far we've got and we put our first finger on the fifth on the third string, third finger on the seventh on the third string, second finger on the sixth on the second string, so, and seventh on the third again. Then we put our first finger on the seventh on the third string, third finger on the 10th, then third finger on the 10th on the second string, so first finger on the 8th on the first string, third finger on the 10th on the second string, 10th on the third string, so, and then now you can either use the second finger or the first finger. I prefer the second finger, and we put it again onto the 8th on the first string, pick it and push it up. So we get and that's the whole solo, and that's already the whole song. I hope you guys liked this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Helps me a lot. Keep on subscribing, and I hope I will see you next time.